Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, sir, good morning to you. Just want to draft off of some of Brian's reporting there. I think one of the, this fact is very significant. Of the 12 Democrats who represent the 5 boroughs of New York City in Congress, 4 have endorsed him. 4 of 12. I mean, you have to go deep into history to find something that would compare. We just heard a clip from an interview he did leading up to the primary vote. Here is a newly resurfaced video from August of 2020 talking about what people should own and why. Just watch here.
My platform is that I'm saying to abolish it, but my platform is to decommodify it. My platform is that every single person should have housing. And I think faced with these two options, the system has hundreds of thousands of people unhoused, right? For what? And if there was any system that could guarantee each person housing, whether you call it the abolition of private property or you call it, just a statewide housing guarantee, it is preferable to what is going on right now.
That is pretty loaded. Are Democrats going to buy this?
Well, they're doing nothing to stop it. This party is moving towards the socialist wing. And there's a couple indications. Look, this is a party in transition, trying to find a leader. The current leaders can't make up their mind. It shows the weakness of Hakeem. He is literally from New York. Instead of engaging in this primary race, he can't make a decision. Now the Democrat nominee is decided. He still can't make a decision. But who's leading? AOC. She is bringing the nominee to Washington, D.C. She has been leading. And remember how she got elected. She took out a sitting member of Congress, not just anyone, but he was in the leadership. So if you're leaders of the Democratic Party and you believe the party should move maybe to the middle, but you say nothing, you get run over. And one thing about Mandami, he's not afraid to tell his position. Can you believe we're even talking about a Democrat nominee that has the best chance of winning mayor that doesn't recognize the state of Israel when America was the first country to recognize them within 11 minutes more than 75 years ago? This should be an ability where he can't even be qualified to run for the mayor position. But Hakeem can't make up a decision prior to the election. When Mandami gets in the race, when he's only at 1%, he allows him to become the nominee. Now he's going to meet with him and think about it. That's why that moderate wing of the party, the part of the Democratic Party that really should be able to lead, is getting run over, and this is going to become a socialist party.
Okay, so there is one question today, as far as I'm concerned. After this meeting, do you endorse him or not? And we'll see how he answers that question. Quickly, yesterday, the president got a big win. A big clawback on $9 billion. Some say it's not enough, but listen, it's rare when Washington does this. And one of the issues they went after was NPR, accusations of bias for a long time by Republicans. Here is the CEO of NPR on what she said about the bias claims on CNN. Watch here.
As far as the accusations that were biased, I would stand up and say, please show me a story that concerns you, because we want to know and we want to bring that conversation back to our newsroom. We believe that as a public broadcaster, we do have an obligation to serve all Americans, and we need to make sure that our coverage reflects the interests and perspective, and we hear from Americans across the political spectrum. That's important to us, and we want to make sure we live up to that.
She said it, show me a story that concerns you. Here's a few that might concern a couple people just on its face, all right? New York Post and Hunter Biden's story. We don't want to waste our time on stories that are not really stories, and we don't want to waste the listeners' and readers' time on stories that are just pure distractions. Here we go. Coronavirus was created in a lab in China. There is zero evidence for this. Also, they talked about the very basis of property in the U.S. derived through whiteness and through black oppression. That was December of 2020, August of 2020, I should say. And there was this about a right-wing conspiracy theory about eating bugs is all about, it's not as racist as you think. I don't even know what that story was about. I guess here's the question for you. Do you believe NPR will now change?
Well, they're going to have to do something, but she thinks it's non-biased. Why? Because when you look at her entire set of employees, there's not one single Republican. So how can you have something fair or balanced in any story whatsoever? But should the taxpayer, the hardworking taxpayer, spend their money on this? Remember, the world has changed. We get our media and our information from a lot of different ways. And when we have a big deficit, this is a smart move to cut it, because this has gone out of the realm of where taxpayers actually should be funding it. And is it a fair process? There's other ways to get it, and I don't think we should be funding this sheerly on the merit of what the service they delivered.
Okay, it's been more than 20 years since government clawed back this amount of money. Oh, nowhere close to this amount, but it's been more than 20 years since
I don't want to correct you, but in our debt ceiling, we did more than $20 billion in rescissions.
Okay, all right. What year was that?
That was 2023.
All right, we'll give you credit for that.
It was the largest rescissions in American history, and if you combined all of them before, it was still larger than that. But this is a great first step, and remember what President Trump has been able to achieve. He actually got a surplus as well this month.
Kevin McCarthy, thank you, sir. You enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk again next week.